Hi Libra, welcome to your fortnightly check-in with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. So please don't forget to like this video if you are, it really does help me and it really does help the channel out. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. So before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, for your cross purposes, what is in the way of the good stuff, or where is it that you are getting in your own way? And this fortnight, you have the Lovers card. All right, so quite frankly, one of the things that may be a problem for you over the course of this week, which, I mean, there's worse problems to have, there may be too many options on the table. You might have too many choices. And when this happens, sometimes it's really hard to be discerning, all right? So that's something that you need to watch out for. And the other part of this is potentially if you are in a relationship, maybe your relationship is holding you back in some way over this next fortnight. This could be, maybe you get a really amazing chance to travel, but your partner says, well, you know, you can't leave me at home with the kids. Or, you know, it could be any number of things. That's just one scenario. Another way that this could potentially play out as well in terms of like a cross purpose, this could be where you are maybe trying to connect or to bring together things, people, or situations that just don't mix. Sometimes that is the way, right? And you know, you are a Libra, so a big part of what you do is to synthesize things, which is bringing them together, to find that sweet spot where harmony and symbiosis can happen. Unfortunately, there are times you're going to come across people, things, places, and situations that just do not mix, and sometimes you just have to let it be. Further on to that, you've got the Five of Pentacles. Be very mindful of some of the choices that you make over this next fortnight, because they could end up costing you financially. I will say as well, potentially a partnership, a connection, or a collaboration ends up costing you financially more than you would prefer it to. So if there is something where somebody kind of expects you to foot the bill or to put money into something, be very, very mindful. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Four of Swords, okay, and the Three of Pentacles. I'm going to tell you straight up, there is a call to action when it comes to some sort of travel this month, right? And the message that I'm getting for you, certainly from these cards, it's not the time to take this journey. Whether it's a holiday, whether it's a commute, there's something here. The Knight of Pentacles is a mode of transport. Then you've got the Four of Swords, right? So this is a journey or a trip of some kind of travel or transport is not going ahead. You're being urged to take a beat on whatever this is. Now the Three of Pentacles, potentially somebody is giving you advice saying, look, slow down. This is not the right time to do this. And you are just not hearing it. And I got to tell you, I'm sorry to say, but I agree with this person. Your message here in terms of your actions and your interactions and the things that you're trying to get out into the world, now is not the time. Somebody's giving you this advice like it's not the right time, you're rushing it, and you're like, no, I've got it, this is going to be amazing. And I'm sorry, this is one of those times where I really want to say to you, slow your roll, okay? For your career and communications, you've got the Two of Wands, okay, nice. With the Two of Pentacles, okay, and the Moon card, right? So two twos, yeah. If you're anywhere from London, you know. If you know, you know. So two twos represents a bond, a pact, or an accord, right? It's a solid partnership. But this is one from your past, because you've got the Moon card here. Now, it is also fair to say there is a part of you that is not 100% invested in whatever opportunities are coming up. It's almost like you're saying to yourself, I'm not sure. I want this, I think it's a good idea, but I'm not 100% sure as yet. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, I actually really like this for forging partnerships, connections and bonds with people that you have studied with before. So if you're nearing something like an exam or whatever, this would be a great time to connect with other people over this next fortnight to get a study session planned in, or to at least get a plan in place. Now, with that moon card next to the Two of Pentacles, it does suggest that the finances are a little bit erratic this fortnight. So for those of you that are employed by somebody else, again, right, find your allies within the workplace. And when it comes to, you know, something being suggested to you, when it comes to, you know, partnerships and collaborations, just be sure that they are ones that you really do want to be a part of. Because it's almost like your boss is trying to put together a team and you're like, dude, these people can't stand each other. Why on earth would we work together? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's something that you can see that maybe they can't, and it would be wise for you to speak up quickly before it becomes a problem. If you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, or a person that works for themselves, this is a partnership or a collaboration opportunity that has come up for you before, but maybe you weren't able to take it then. And I wonder if this is going to be the trade-off. It's like you can go on this travel and take this journey or this trip that you're so hell-bent on taking, or if you don't, you are in the right place at the right time for an opportunity from your past to find you now. You know, when for those of you that are retired and no longer working, this could see you getting really proactive about your finances. I will say, when it comes to trusting the word of financial advisors, I'm not a financial advisor, so I definitely can't give you that kind of advice. What I am saying is, if you're going to work with a financial advisor, that moon card just suggests that you want to make sure you really vet them. What is this person's track record? What do their reviews say, right? One thing I tell you about me, whenever I'm buying something, I always read the reviews, right? I go straight to the 1 stars. I want to know exactly what the problems are, because if it's always the same thing that people are saying, then you know what to look out for. And then you kind of say to yourself, okay, am I in, am I out? Then you go to the 5-star reviews. Again, what are the consistent things that keep coming up, right? Same here for a financial advisor, especially. For your love and relations, your heart and half, you've got the Magician. Nice. With the Chariot card. Okay. And the 6 of Wands. I love this, right? So if you're partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, this is your partner's work resources doing very, very well. I am going to say maybe, just maybe, this is one of the reasons that they're going to ask you not to travel. It may be because they've got, you know, new responsibilities, etc. coming in. So it's like, I need you to be at home more with the kids, with the dogs, with the fur babies, with, you know, whatever it might be. Another way that this will play out as well, travel that will go ahead for you and a significant other, is travel that you have either planned for a long time or is to a destination that has been calling to both of you for some time. What I will say is, if you're single, this could be you connecting to somebody that is very successful. Also, forgot to mention, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, it looks like your partner or your significant other has finally passed an exam of some sort. So an exam that they've been, you know, maybe they've failed a couple of times. It's like, oh gosh, you know, this is the 3rd try, and if I don't get it this time, I'm gonna give up. They pass, right? This is that good news where your partner comes up trumps, they get their qualification or yes, or whatever it is that they need. It could also be that it's you, and that you and your significant other are really celebrating this. But it's going to take you staying put on one opportunity so that you can get the next one. All right. Now, like I said, for those of you that are single, this is great. You are connecting with somebody that is foreign to you, somebody that's from a very different place, potentially a very different educational background. Maybe you are college educated and they're not, right? And, you know, maybe you say, oh, okay, well, we've got different levels of education, but this person is very successful in their own right. Don't write them off just because they don't have the usual qualifications, because they've made their money, right? They are very successful. This is somebody that travels because they can, and because it's got a part to do with their work as well. For your money and materials, you've got the 6 of Cups. Beautiful. with the Ten of Swords, okay, and the King of Pentacles. So usually a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo male, but you know, any earth sign will do. You've got the Six of Wands here, and you've also got the Six of Cups. 2 sixes represents balance or irritability, and in this spread it's telling me that it's balance. But what's more important here is this is a release, a release, a letting go of, or a paying off of a debt. Some kind of, like maybe you're making the final payment on your house. Maybe you are making your final student loans payment. Maybe you are making your, like whatever it is, there is a debt that you've had for a long time at this point. You know, well over, I would say, at least 3 years. And it's like you are finally free of this thing. And when you are, your money, your finances and your resources are just going to skyrocket, which is fantastic. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this I actually feel like might be an area where you guys end up spending money to get a second opinion. It's like maybe you say to your doctor, look, you know what, I think I'm allergic to this. And they come back and say like, oh no, we're just going to give you this. Like, don't worry about it. And you say, actually, you know what? I'm going to go and see like a nutritionist. There's something here where it's like you're not circumventing the doctor or your Western medicine, which you shouldn't do. But it is like you're looking for more information on a specific thing because the answers that you've been given don't make sense. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, I actually really like this for, you know, when you finally clear the last box. Everyone's got a last box, like 3-4 months after you move into a new place, which for me is like fucking perpetually at this point. I am so over it. Right, but I love this because it could be, you know, maybe you're unpacking the last box, maybe you are putting the finishing touches on some kind of renovation or decorating that you've been doing. Either which way, I actually feel like you're bringing something to a close that is either going to increase the value of the home or increase the pleasure that you get from living in the space that you're in. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.